Time for the 49ers Rush podcast.
Like, listen to these stats or just Pro Football Focus numbers for Jason Poe, which is hilarious. Pass blocking, he had a 12.7. Run blocking, he had a 90.3.
Yeah, that's a huge slide. That's crazy. Okay, so can I talk about my one pass blocking attempt from Jason Poe? And it was sorry. But you know what? He's undersized, and somebody must have just bull rushed him and then put him on his batootie. But if you go back to the Brock Purdy touchdown and you look for the guy that fell on his buttocks, that would be Jason Poe. But you know what I liked about it? He was relentless. He got back up and was still trying to block. Like, he still went out there to try to lunge that block, and that's how we got the touchdown from Tanner Hudson, Brock Purdy to Tanner Hudson. So I know he got knocked down. I know his pass blocking isn't there yet, but he's got to build up some more strength. And I like his size as leverage, and maybe he can find a way to utilize that. But I don't know, man. It's not there for pass blocking, not yet.
And I'll tell you this is a huge disservice as well, not only to him, but whenever you're in there with the 2s and the 3s,
yeah,
everything changes, because there was one play where he stepped up and got his guy, and both the tackle who was supposed to combo block with him left, and the center who were supposed to combo block another guy left. So what happened was both the center and the tackle went to the second level, and you had 3 guys
on one guy
for Jason Poe. And so it looked like he messed up, but that's not really the case. Like, he got left by his partners. And a big reason why I'm so excited for Aaron Banks, one, he showed out. And I'm going to pull this to Burford and then back to Poe. Who you're surrounded with helps. And being next to Trent Williams helps. Poe was out there versus people he has not gotten reps with. Austin, what's it called? The guy that we brought in, was it Willis? Oh, man.
Jordan Willis.
Jordan Willis. Not Jordan Willis. Mills.
Jordan Mills,
the offensive tackle. They didn't have a lot of time there. Now, I want to play this clip, okay? Because Spencer Burford was asked about the combo block where the 49ers basically 2 guys block one, then one moves to the next level. And he got into the intricacies of that. And I think this is where Jason Poe and the people next to him, this is where they're missing.
Actually can vary off of both of them. So the defensive line, of course, you got to take care of the first level line of defense before you get to the second line. So the defensive line, of course, will always be the number one target. It'll always be, the main source of that equation. But the linebackers play a huge part of it. Like I said, with them shifting over to a right or them shifting over to a left or them stacked, that can change the whole, like your landmarks, your technique. And we know that, and we're just going to keep repping that, but that it does play a huge part.
So my whole emphasis on Poe is that dude did his job. The people around him might have messed up a little bit, which looked bad on him, even though not necessarily his fault. So the eye test passed with Poe for me.
Oh, yeah.
Agree, right?
Oh yeah. Like I'm hoping he somehow makes this weird 53, 55, whatever. I feel like he has that, what we're looking for. It just, he just needs to develop a little bit more.
Yeah.
And like you said, if he's surrounded, which is key, if he's surrounded, it's always that what's that thing, you want to be better at something where you surround yourself with great people, and then you'll just by nature learn how they do stuff, and you'll get better.
That's why Wayne's on my show, because I'm trying to learn.
Whatever, bro.
I'm trying to learn. Clayton on the backswing helping us out, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Clayton, man. But not seriously, that's what it was. And you know what? Playing the Spencer Burford clip, I mean, can we not? I mean, I know you talk about Poe. I would love to hear from him, but can you tell me you're not excited about Spencer Burford just by the way he was able to diagnose that play and kind of tell you, look, man, this is how smart I am. Like, I understand the game, and it's crazy that I might have not seen this stuff yet, but now we're gonna get better at it.
It's consistency. The 2 things that stepped off for me, one, Aaron Banks, holy cow, consistent, but also Burford. Like, my 3 offensive players of the game, 2 of them are guards, Aaron Banks and Spencer Burford. They were incredible. Right. And I will say this, there was definitely a scheme shift towards Burford's side. The center, Jake Brindle, almost always helped to Burford's side in pass protection, which meant Aaron Banks was one-on-one the whole game in pass pro.
Whole game.
dominated, man. Just dominated. Now, he's not dominating the way Burford is, where he's like shoving people's faces into the ground and teabagging dudes and all that, but he gets his job done. And so they're different players, but it's consistency. That's what the 49ers want, and that's where Poe's lacking. It's also where Nick Zakelj is lacking as well.
Yeah.
Very similar, just wasn't consistent.
But
Just
that's
wasn't
what we
consistent.
spoke about earlier, John, on the previous shows. We said, like, guys keep saying, "Oh, we're worried about the offensive line." I'm like, listen, don't be worried. They just have to build their reps. They have to find their consistency, right? And
Mhm.
it's hard for them to get consistent when you don't have the best player in football out there, and you don't have they're not going all in yet on Mike McGlinchey because they want him ready for the regular season. And so now they're able to go all in on Aaron Banks. So you got to feel like they're trying to build not the consistency with the 5 guys, but with the 3 guys, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Banks, Brindle, Burford. They're trying to build the consistency with the BBB, right? You know
Killer
what I'm saying?
bees.
The Killer Bees. I like that. Shout out to
And
Colin, man.
even when Brunskill comes back in, still keep that
You
B.
get what I'm saying? But he
Yes.
keeps that rotation flowing, and I think that's what Brunskill is going to be. A lot of people aren't still sold on Brunskill, and he suffered a hamstring injury or whatnot, but he keeps the offensive line flowing. Why? Because he's interchangeable. You need me to go here, you need me to go here. He can play every position on the line. And I will say this, a guy we're not talking about right now, a guy who I think stock is rising, and I don't know if you want to save it for that segment.
Oh, go. Shoot.
Colton McKivit's stock is rising. People don't want to talk about Colton McKivitz, but let's talk about it, man. He spoke at the presser a couple of days ago, and you're saying to myself, oh my gosh, he's not even playing left tackle. He might be playing right tackle for Mike McGlinchey. This kid might be the new swing tackle for the 49ers because Justin School is poo-poo. Like, his grade is all the way down. And so this is the consistency on the offensive line. You're going to see it. Just be happy we're playing the Bears and Seattle the first 2 weeks. Come week 3, man, you're going to see some monsters out there in the offensive line.
Yeah, I'm with you. School had about as bad a game as I've ever seen from an offensive lineman. But having said that, he played 16 snaps, but it was enough snaps to get Trey sacked. It was enough snaps for him to be literally benched, and he's already lost his spot at that right tackle spot, moving McGlinchey over. Or moving there's too many Irish guys on here. I say that I'm Irish. I'm not like anti-Irish. But
I'm Irish
McKivitz
too. My middle
played.
name's Patrick.
Oh, what's up? You Bostonian, you?
Boston, yeah.
And so, McKivitz played 24 snaps, but at left tackle. And so he's played on the right side before. It's not his, going to be his first rodeo over there, but we'll see because he could be starting. Him and Jalen Moore. That's one of the things I want to look forward to this week is Jalen Moore and Colton McKivitz at that right tackle spot. Yeah. But, man, Jordan Mills, he was the best.
I thought so
out
too,
all
bro.
of them.
And he didn't have he came in late and didn't get a chance to work as much as everybody else. And he kind of shined.
Yeah. Now, we Heating Up emailed me asking, can Jason Poe play center?
I believe that they had him working out and taking reps at center during like college, like during the Senior Bowl, all that type of stuff. I don't know if he's done much with the 49ers organization at the center role, but his versatility is key, man. He could play a lot of things, and so be on the lookout.
Yeah, they said that he could. Him and Nick Zakelj, they said they both could, but it seems like the way that they're doing this is they're going to learn guard first.
That's it.
And once they understand guard and can do it consistently, then they get snaps at center. And while sticking with that, Donovan West, that's another player that I have a huge stock down for. He didn't look the part yet. He didn't look the part yet, but it doesn't mean it was all bad.
Why he went undrafted, though. A lot of people saying, "Oh, he went undrafted. They overlooked him." No, he went undrafted probably because there were some things that he needed to work on a professional level, collegiate level. Dominates. It was pretty good.
He's a year away, man. It's gonna take time.